All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun white trips deep. Pros X go. On one. Ready? Ready.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spruce Goose here, back with another breakdown for the HuddleGG YouTube channel. And in today's video, I want to show you my favorite concept for beating cover 2 in both next gen and current gen Madden 22. Now, if it's your first time checking out the channel, please consider liking and subscribing, and also hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. And if you enjoy my breakdown, consider checking me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpruceGooseTV. And so what I want to show you guys today is two very similar plays that both have the same concept that I love for beating cover 2. And that concept is, if we're in any trips or trio or tray formation, we have a seam route from our inside receiver and a wheel route from our middle receiver of the trips receivers. And so if you look at the play fake screen wheel, we have that exact concept. You can see that we have the seam route from our inside receiver, we have the wheel route from our middle receiver, and this is not the only play that has this concept. I'm in the Seattle Seahawks playbook right now, and if we go over to gun tray Y flex, you see the play Hawks Fade Smash has that exact same concept. And this play is in other playbooks as well. It's just called Fade Smash in other playbooks. And on the screen, I will make sure I put all the playbooks that you guys can find, either Fade Smash or Fake Screen Wheel. And it's in a lot of different playbooks. And so there's a decent chance that you'll be able to run this if your opponent starts sitting in cover 2. And so I'm going to call Fake Screen Wheel. On defense, I'm going to go to random cover 2. And so if you guys look at the play art, I love these seam routes. I don't think people really value seam routes as much as they should be valued, because they don't realize how far inside they truly bend. If you compare the seam route to just a normal streak, you can see that that seam route gets easily... Oh, I'm trying to reset the play, and the play art is glitching out. That's just Madden for us. Okay, so resetting the play art, hopefully you guys can see that the seam route bends about 5 to 7 yards inside of where a streak would be as it goes down the field. And that makes the seam route so good at splitting the deep safeties in a cover 2 shell. And unless your opponent is putting their middle linebacker in an inside third, or getting back there with their user, or in this case on a mid-read, sometimes that mid-read will match the seam right there. But if there's no one playing the deep middle, then that seam route is going to be so easy to hit for a one-play touchdown. I'm just going to let it run real quick, throw it over the top, and you guys can see that that's about as easy as it gets for a one-play touchdown. Now, players might occasionally leave that deep middle open if they're mixing up their coverages and they're only occasionally running cover 2. But if they're just sitting in cover 2, then they're probably going to be covering that deep middle, probably with the middle linebacker on an inside third. And if that's the case, if you want to hit cover 2 for a lot of yards, you got to start attacking the sidelines, basically trying to get outside of these deep halves. And that's where this wheel route is so good. And so what I like to do is I like to put my X receiver on an out route just to make sure that, say, if that outside cornerback is on a soft squat, that we really pull the soft squat down. Because if you guys don't know, soft squats will man match on any vertical routes on their side until they're pulled down by an underneath route. And so if there's a soft squat on the outside, the out route will pull him down, and then the only person who can cover that wheel route is going to be the left safety on the deep half, but the deep half is just not going to get to the sidelines fast enough. And so if we watch this wheel route, you guys can see that we just pass lead it to the outside, and that is, again, about as easy as it gets in terms of throwing to a wide open receiver. Again, of course, we're just going to pass lead him outside on it, but you guys can see that that is wide open. And so this is just a simple concept, but I absolutely love this concept. Looks like Y was getting bumped a little bit right there, but it didn't matter. You see, again, it's wide open. Now, if your opponent has zone drops, which of course I can't show you because this is practice mode, if they have those cloud flats maybe dropping 25 or 30 yards back, then the wheel won't be open, but that means there's going to be no one on the sidelines to cover the out route. And then if your opponent was, say this was a 30-yard drop, and say this was a like a 5-yard curl flat, well, all of a sudden now this user has to either cover the deep middle or has to cover the short over the middle right here. And that's where you want to have some check down routes, whether that would be just your tight end on an in route, or if you want to block your tight end and have your running back on a curl route, or even the running back on an in route. There's a variety of things that you could do, but it's always good to have a check down route from either your tight end or your your tight end or your running back as well, just to make sure you have a dump off in the event that your opponent does a lot of adjustments to their cover 2 to kind of take away some of those routes that we're looking for. But ultimately, this concept is so good. And I'll show you guys real quickly the version in Fade Smash as well. So here is Fade Smash. And again, we can put the outside receiver on an out route. And in this particular case, the corner route from our tight end on the right side is actually going to pull the deep half down, making the seam route even more open than it was before if you pass lead it inside. And so you don't have to worry at all about the safeties on the seam route. But I really want to focus on the wheel route for a second. The wheel route goes toward the sidelines a lot faster and doesn't turn up field the way it did over on fake screen wheel. And so if you pass lead to the outside on this wheel route, you're actually in danger of throwing it into the sidelines. And so right here, we can still possession catch it, and we got our feet in bounds. But sometimes you can actually end up throwing yourself out of bounds. And so if you want to hit this for a touchdown, you need to wait a little bit, and you actually need to pass lead it inside, which seems a little risky, maybe a little counterintuitive, because of course there's a deep safety right there. And so what you want to do is you want to wait and watch for that safety, the left safety. He's going to turn and react to the seam route. And the moment he kind of turns and acknowledges the seam route, that's when you want to throw it again and try to pass lead it inside. It's a little tougher to hit than the wheel route on fake screen wheel. If you want to play it safe, just kind of throw it to the outside and just possession catch it. You don't need to go for the touchdown. But if you want to make it a one-play touchdown, the pass lead inside is definitely something you'll have to practice. And especially if you're dealing with safeties that might have like 90 zone coverage, pass lead inside can definitely be risky, and they might end up getting to it. So if I had my choice, I would probably prefer to play fake screen wheel, but Fade Smash is still very solid as well for attacking cover 2, both the wheel route on the outside and, of course, the seam route over the middle, which is just going to be wide open unless they put someone back there. But anyway, guys, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments how you like to attack cover 2. I think that this is always going to be incredible at attacking cover 2, just because the very nature of cover 2 is you only have the 2 deep safeties back. And if you have a vertical threat in the middle and a vertical threat on the outside, that safety cannot cover both at the same time. But if you have other ways to attack cover 2 in the comments, I'd love to read about them and talk about it with you guys. If you enjoyed the video, again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload. If you enjoy my breakdown, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpruceGooseTV. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.